to the testimony. And on behalf of all of us, thank you for being here. Consensus is not always easy to find in the world in which we live, but I'm confident that all of us in this room, regardless of political persuasion, agree on the value of education. I can testify from firsthand experience about the magic and power of education and its ability to transform not just a single life, as important as that is, but also to transform generations of lives. My parents grew up in a small farming town in South Carolina. My mother's grandfather was a sharecropper. My mother's father had a 6th grade education. My father is the first male to attend college in his family. And he did so by getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and rolling newspapers and delivering them because he dreamed of going to college. And he saved all of his money. And he went and took all the math and science classes he could take at the University of South Carolina. And then when the money ran out, he went to medical school. So when I tell folks back home that my father is a medical doctor, but he's not a college graduate, they don't believe me, but it's true. My father realized that education was his only ticket to a better life, and because of his sacrifices, he changed not only his own life, but the life of my 3 sisters and me and generations to come. And I have been continually reminded of the power of education in my professional life as a prosecutor. Along with my friends in law enforcement, I have seen almost every form of crime imaginable. The one constant in those 16 years of being a prosecutor is the inextricable link between education, or a lack thereof, and crime. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of meeting with your Chief of Police in the District of Columbia for the 2nd time, but it was a more extended meeting. Wonderful person, very impressed with the department. And what they were doing was coming up with a crime reduction strategy for the District of Columbia. And I could not help but think during that meeting that the best crime reduction strategy of all is a high school diploma. So we are here to evaluate the District of Columbia's Opportunity Scholarship Program, and in my judgment, the evidence proves beyond a reasonable doubt the value and the efficacy of this program. The parents overwhelmingly approve of the Opportunity Scholarship Program. They are engaged, they are involved, and they feel vested. Students approve of the program, as evidenced by the fact that demand outpaces supply 4-to-1. Parents value the discipline and learning environment afforded by the Opportunity Scholarship Program. Student performance is up both generally, as evidenced by the higher graduation rates, and more particularly as evidenced by their reading scores. Parents value the choices afforded by this program. They don't want to be told their choices are limited because their bank accounts are limited. What is good enough for the highest ranking officials in our country should be good enough for everyone. Even the United States Department of Education once lauded the Opportunity Scholarship Program as an example of a program that is working before someone or something told them to think otherwise. The residents of the District of Columbia overwhelmingly want choices with respect to the education of their children. The Opportunity Scholarship Program may not be the answer for every student, and this bill acknowledges that by providing ample funding to the public school system, the charter school system, as well as the Opportunity Scholarship Program. But the Opportunity Scholarship Program has been successful in the eyes of the participants, and it is frankly beyond comprehension how there could be opposition to a program that parents like, students want, that produces results, and does nothing to detract from other educational resources. The most compelling piece of evidence in support of this program is the personal testimony of the students and the parents. I have listened as students and parents alike have vouched for this program as a lifesaver and a dream maker. It is one thing to remind parents and children that their income levels are low. I will not be the one to tell them that their dreams are too high. And with that, I would yield to the gentleman from Illinois, Mr.